Do you feel like you're going through the motions just to get through the day? I've been there, and living life on autopilot sucks. Life doesn't feel fun anymore when you live on autopilot, and it's no way to live. You don't feel like you're living your life, and someone else is in control. It might be easy to just let life sweep you along, but it's way more fun to be in control. This video will go over 5 ways to stop living on autopilot. 1. Notice that you're living on autopilot. Are you living life on autopilot because you want to, or it just happens to you? There are a lot of times where even mindful people live on autopilot. Commuting to work or school is one of the most common situations where someone might want to be on autopilot, since nothing interesting or important happens during that time. It's not wrong to be on autopilot sometimes, because it's draining to always be mindful and fully aware of everything. You just need to pick and choose when you want to be in control and in the present moment. The ideal times to be mindful and in the present is when you're making important decisions. You don't want to just randomly decide something on autopilot. Start taking notes on your behavior and track when you're mindful and when you're on autopilot. You might want to take a shortcut and just assume things, but actually take the time to record what you did and if you were in the present. You'll be able to make better improvements with better quality data. Once you know when you're on autopilot and when you're mindful, you can work on being more mindful during certain times of the day. 2. Find a job you like or can tolerate. Work or school takes up a huge portion of your day, and if it's not something you enjoy, you'll probably be zoned out for most of the day. It takes a huge toll on your mental energy when you're doing something you don't enjoy if you don't have a reason to go through it. If you can't switch to something else, then try to find the aspects you like and be mindful during those times. For example, if you don't like school but you do like socializing with your friends, then do your best to go through school and then be in the present when you socialize with your friends. If there's nothing you like, then have a reason for working so work isn't so painful. There's a famous quote that goes like, "He who has a why to live for can bear almost any how." It doesn't even have to be any grand reason. Something as simple as you work your job so you can have some money to go on fun adventures will help. If you don't like anything about school, you can look forward to the free time you have after the day ends, or you can look forward to the freedom you'll have once you graduate. 3. Identify what's important to you. What do you value in life? It could be friends, family, adventure, career, or anything. Write down at least 5 things that are important to you. Now, compare what you value with the data you have from the first tip. Do you spend enough time on the things you value? Are you mindful and in the present when you spend time on the things you value? There's a high probability that you'll answer no to both questions, and that's okay, you can change. You might think you don't have enough time to do the things that matter to you, but that's a lie. When you're on autopilot, you waste a lot of time just doing random things like scrolling through social media or just lazing around. Once you stop being on autopilot and you're in control, you'll realize you actually have a lot more time than you think. Now that you know what's important and how your schedule is, you can make some more time for what you value and be mindful during that time. 4. Practice mindfulness meditation. Just meditating for 10 minutes can increase your mindfulness throughout the day. Turning off autopilot mode is like a switch. You can quickly make the change if you're experienced, and meditation helps you do exactly that. Mindfulness meditation is super simple. You just sit there with your eyes closed and breathe in and breathe out while you focus on your breath. Your mind will wander and think about all sorts of things when meditating, and that's perfectly normal. Just let the thought pass and redirect your focus back to your breath. The goal of meditation isn't to have a completely blank mind with no thoughts. That's impossible. The goal is to just be in the moment and notice your thoughts. Spend some time meditating, and you'll find it much easier to switch off autopilot mode when you need to. If my explanation was too short or confusing, there are lots of videos and resources out there on mindfulness meditation that you can check out. 5. Change up your routines and leave room to be spontaneous. It's nice to have a routine that you look forward to, but eventually, you'll get used to it or bored if you don't leave any room to be spontaneous. If you keep doing the same things every single week, you might start doing things on autopilot since you're so used to the schedule. To shake things up and keep being in the present, try to do something spontaneous every week. Make sure to clear some time for when friends or family want to spend time with you. You can also reserve some time every week to try something new you haven't done before. This way, every week of your life is exciting and there's always something to enjoy. After all, it's a lot easier to be in the present when you're having fun. That was 5 ways to stop living life on autopilot. All the tips are helpful, but if you combine all of them, it'll be much more impactful, and you will be in full control of your life. Do you often live on autopilot? Leave a comment below, and check out the video shown on the end screen on how to start over in life, if that's something you're struggling with.